there and welcome to another video. Today my idea was to go for the dark romance vibe. Here is the look that I came up with. It's intended to be a Valentine's Day look, like that was my inspiration. Well, that's it. If you want to see how I did it, it's coming up. My tea fits the vibe, doesn't it? Anyway, my lids are primed. As usual, I use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm gonna start with the pencil base. I'm gonna use my trusty Maybelline Tattoo Eyeliner Gel Pencil in the shade Deep Onyx, which is basically the black one. I'm gonna draw some sort of a sketch in my outer corner and then blend it, add eyeshadow, and that's it. Good, now you don't need a tutorial anymore. I just explained you everything. Okay, jokes aside, I'm gonna get started. So, I'm taking the pencil and drawing some sort of an eyeliner sketch, but just on the outer half of my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna blend it out. And then I'm gonna take my pencil brush, which is the Morphe M149, and I'm gonna use it to diffuse the pencil. So I'm doing little back and forth movements of the brush. And this brush is really helpful because it has a pointy tip. It's very precise and it allows me to do a very thin wing right here. And then I'm gonna continue this wing in my crease. So I'm gonna take it slightly upwards like that. I'm gonna diffuse it. Kind of made a mess here, but it's fine. I'm gonna cover it with eyeshadow anyway. My dark red eyeshadow is gonna be from the Festival palette from Juvia's Place, and it's this shade in the corner. And I'm picking it up on a Morphe M507 brush, and that is gonna go right in between the two lines that I did with the pencil, I guess. Such a beautiful deep red. And then I'm gently fading it towards the center of my lid. Okay, and then this is a big discrepancy between the shades, so I'm gonna have to take a bit of black eyeshadow to just even things out, I guess, blend them a little bit better into one another. So I have my poor Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette here. The black is broken, but still usable. I picked it up on the same pencil brush, and I'm just gently gonna go right here on the outer corner. I'm also kind of using it to set the pencil a bit, but also to blend the black pencil into the red eyeshadow. I'm extending this shape a bit just so it fits my other eye. And then to cover this inner part of the lid as well, I use my highlighter, my e.l.f. baked highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls, and I'm gonna apply it with Surreal Techniques shading brush. But I'm gonna take my previous brush, the one that I used to apply the red, and gently go over this edge again between the two shades to blend them together a little bit better. I don't have any additional red on the brush, it's just whatever is left from applying it earlier. And I think for now I'm okay with what I have. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I have a little bit of fallout on my face, and then I think I'm gonna apply false lashes as well, and I'll be right back. As usual, I applied some outer corner lashes, so they are just half bent because I cut them myself. So I'm gonna move on to my face makeup, and I'm gonna use my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint with vitamin C. It's in the shade 05.5. This is a kind of a newer launch, and I really like it. It's very natural. It has a very sheer coverage, but it looks so beautiful on the skin. It's very natural. I'm gonna do half of my face so I have some Instagram content to film too. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques sponge to blend it in. I see that just evened out my skin tone a little bit without covering too much, and it has a beautiful finish. Next I'm gonna go for my infallible 24-hour morning concealer from L'Oreal. I didn't apply my foundation all the way to my under eyes because I don't want to cake up too much product there. So I'm just gonna use the concealer, and I'm gonna apply a tiny bit right there, and I think right here a bit. This is very high coverage for my taste, so I applied a very little amount, and I'm using the same sponge. I'm gonna move on to the next cream product, and it's the NYX Wonderstick. It's in the shade Light Medium. I'm gonna use it to contour my face. Just a tiny bit here, and underneath my jawline, and a little underneath my nose to visually lift it up a bit. I'm gonna go for a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm not gonna use it to set, but I'm gonna use it to blend out the contour. Even though this is really great for setting too, because it's really precise, I do prefer this kind of a brush for setting rather than that classic big fluffy brush. Oh, that blended so beautifully. I was wondering if I need more, but I think I like it more subtle like that. I'm gonna use this lipstick as blush. It's the Makeup Forever Artist Rouge in the shade Glowing Ginger. I'm gonna blend it with my favorite brush for blending cream blushes. It's the Juvia's Place tapered blending brush. Again, tapping motions to make sure to not move the foundation underneath too much. And yeah, mainly on the sides of my face, above that contour. And for blush, I think I want a bit extra, an extra layer, like that. That is pretty. Yay! I'm gonna set with a light layer of powder. I'm gonna go for my Revolution baking powder in the shade Lace. I'm gonna set as usual using an eyeshadow blending brush. I think this will work. It's from Makeup Addiction. It's the Duo Fiber Blender. And I only set the area underneath my eyes, so this kind of a brush is really helpful because it helps get into all the hard to reach areas. I'm doing little stamps with my brush, and I'm also taking it down, so I'm setting this pores area. This really blurs them out and kind of makes the skin look a bit smoother. And I'm gonna highlight with the same e.l.f. baked highlighter that I used on my eyes. I barely even use powder highlighter these days. I'm gonna go back to the eyes now, and before doing my lower lash line, I will highlight my inner corner. And I'm reaching for the Festival palette again, and I'm picking this lovely white shimmer shade, which is gonna go right here in my inner corner, and this is a Makeup Addiction Precision Shader Brush. I'm not gonna do much, I guess, on my lower lash. I'm just gonna use a pencil. I'm just gonna reach for the same pencil, and while I'm here, I'm also gonna line underneath my lashes, and I'm gonna line my waterline too, and then apply a bit more in my inner corner, right here underneath. This will add some definition to my eye, and it's gonna kind of replace an inner corner wing. I do prefer this version a little bit more. It's a lot messier, I guess, than an inner corner wing with a liquid liner. And I'm gonna set that with a little bit of black eyeshadow. This palette, I really need to fix it. I'm using a flat angled brush and I'm gonna set my waterline as well as this inner corner so the pencil won't bleed. Okay, and I'm gonna finish this eye look with a bit of mascara on my lower lashes. This is the Maybelline Falsies Surreal. I am gonna go for a red lip, of course, but I'm gonna line my lips first with this pencil that's hopefully gonna darken the lipstick that I'm gonna use a bit. Well, this pencil is from Makeup Forever. It's the Artist Color Pencil in the shade Universal Earth. I'm gonna use it to fill in the sides a bit. So I am finishing everything with the liquid lipstick Dip Stain from Sephora Collection. It's the shade 1 and it's the perfect red. Although I needed something darker for this. So is it perfect though? Why can't I apply lipstick like normal people? Oh, never mind, this is pretty. And this is the look all complete. Now I realize that this is not exactly what I had in mind. Does it fit in the dark romance category? I think it does. Anyway, this is it. I hope you enjoy it and that's it. I'll see you next time, and if I don't see you next time, have a lovely Valentine's Day. And bye.